Huzzah, my friends, and welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess for the Nintendo GameCube. Part 10. Last time we just got out of the Twilight Zone. Lulz. And pretty much got our wooden sword from here on. Yep, gonna go at this in the most masochistal way possible. Look at it! Look at it! It's so pretty and awesome and all kinds of weird. And today we're heading off to the very first dungeon of the game. Finally! About freaking time. Most games I would, make it there by maybe part 8 or part 7 or something. No, I gotta take a bajillion hours just to get to that point finally. Which I guess in Wind Waker, Forsaken Fortress counts whenever you look at it that way. But, yeah. Again, I wasn't a big fan of the events leading up to this one in terms of the wolf portions and all, but now that that's all out of the way and stuff, we can resume our adventure and do stuff. And I have to admit right now, I have been very aggravated lately because, well, I've just had some very bad mic issues due to like interference with my computer ports. Because I just recently figured out via some tests I've been running lately that one of my USB ports doesn't actually work all too well. And I don't even think the controller I use for my emulated playthroughs work too well either. So now I have to use something else, I guess, in order to get things up and going again. And I put my computer close to the wall this time around, like it was with a few other playthroughs I did. I feel like part of that might be the reason, because I feel like ever since I moved it closer to the TV that I'm recording to, maybe that's part of the interference because I'm stretching out the AC cord. And I did some tests, and the microphone audio seems fine now, no buzzing audio. So I apologize if anybody's been hearing that as of late. All I can recommend, because like, I've been trying to get it as best as possible to where it isn't a gigantic interference like in some videos I had to redo. So the best thing I can really recommend, folks, is just watching these videos without the headsets on, because I tried that and I couldn't really hear the buzzing sound at all. So yeah, that's really all I can recommend at this point. Just try that if the little buzzing noises in the background aggravate you. But really, at this rate, I mean, it's better than what some tests have resulted in, which is gigantic buzzing sounds to where I've had to redo entire playthroughs because of it. Oi. And yeah, it just hasn't been fun. Not fun at all. But basically, in this portion here, we want to follow the monkey and take care to stay right by her. I don't know why she stole our lantern, but alas, it's a thing. But at the same time, you want to take care of the monsters that come by because they will irritate her, and she's not going to move on unless you do something about that, essentially. Let me check something just for a good little moment. Sorry if I'm tripping up a bit, but yeah. And these next 2 days, I actually have the entire house to myself. So I'm going on a mass recording spree for a good while until a certain point. I don't really know. I literally have the entire house to myself to where I can just do whatever, and I don't really have work going on these next 2 days, so I'm gonna get as much done as possible and have some fun while I'm at it, because I haven't played Twilight Princess in ages, so I want to make the best out of everything as much as possible. And I apologize if people missed my sister and liked her beautiful, beautiful voice. She actually does sing at the church she goes to, so she really does have a good singing voice. But yeah, sorry if anybody missed her nice, nice voice. But alas, I'm not going to do the entire playthrough co-op. That would just make things really stale and boring. That, and I kind of plan to do most of it solo anyway, but she volunteered and I couldn't help but resist putting her in anyway. So, yeah, in other words, she might be back. if anybody, enjoyed her commentary and stuff. We'll just have to wait and see what time holds for us, I guess. And because she wasted the lantern oil there, we need to find some more lantern oil on the way there. Why won't she pick it up? Now he does. Yeah, so you can't really do anything with it in this current state. So, thankfully, there is a shop nearby that does have some lantern oil for us, so all is not lost. My friends, and kitties, and children. And, of course, since I started a new recording session, I gotta go through all that bullcrap again. Yays! I really hate how Twilight Princess does that, but whatever. But anywho, this is a really weird shop system. Oh, wait, what? I didn't know he did that. I didn't know you had to visit his shop, like, after you beat the baddies. Man, you have, like, no animation whatsoever. When transitioning from one to the other. But anywho, we have a nice little shop here that's worth coming to if you're low on supplies, like potions and lantern oil and stuff. So let's fill up our lantern right here. And if you have another bottle, you can fill it up that way, but I really just want to save it for the potions. Or actually, you know what? You know what? Never mind. I don't even think I really need it. But the shop system is weird because you just kind of put whatever in there. Like, there's a price for these things, but yeah, see right there, it's got like 20 rupees. But you can just kind of put whatever in there because a bird's running the shop, not a guy. So I don't think it's a very reliable shop clerk or whatever. So, yeah, basically, if you give him the bare essentials when it comes to rupees, he's not going to do anything, but he does taunt you into saying, you're a little bit too short there, buddy. But don't worry about him. He's not going to do anything. But if you do go out of the shop empty-handed, he will attack you. So that much is worth mentioning. And we have a golden-colored wolf. That's kind of random. Oh, man. Wolf druggy acid trip. And where the flit are we? Okay, you want to fight, buddy? I'll give you a fight. Come at me. Ah! A sword wields no strength unless the hand that holds it has courage. You may be destined to become the hero of legend, but your current power would disgrace the proud green of the hero's tunic you wear. What'd you say to me, punk? You must use your courage to seek power, and find it you must. Only then you will become the hero for whom this world despairs. And wow, that hurts my voice more than I thought it would. Will I then? Alrighty, so basically, you get hidden skills as you progress through the game. Since this is a minimalist run, I'm not going to be going out and getting all of these skills. I think you really need just about the first 4 skills you get, and that's about it. Because I think you need some of these skills to fight the Dark Nuts later. But other than that, everything else I think is kind of optional. But this is the finishing blow, arguably one of the most useful skills. Personally, my favorite one is Mortal Draw, because if you can get the hang of that one, you can essentially break the game really well. It's crazy. I know. But yeah, since I have the wooden sword on hand, I'm going to be doing this move a lot. A lot. But yeah, like I said though, I'm only going to be going for about 4 of them, I think. And to get the other ones, we need to find statues that make weird wolf howling noises. But we need to approach those as a wolf. And like I did say before, we are going to be a wolf once again, eventually. So that time we'll just have to wait. Man, I love this song. I love Farron Wood's music. It's arguably one of my favorite tracks in the game. This game just does an amazing job when it comes to atmospheric music. Thanks, Enemy, for ruining that track. Oi, get out of here, punks. But yeah, I love this track. It's probably amongst my top 5 when it comes to favorite music pieces in Twilight Princess. Such a fantastic music piece, if I do say so myself. Let's burn this down so we can progress onwards for great justice. And we'll be good to go. And alas, my friends, we're in the first dungeon of the game. Go away, punks. And it is a good first start for a dungeon. Though it does have some unique elements of its own, so it's not what I'd call a tutorial dungeon of sorts. But the puzzles that this dungeon does have are easy in comparison to the rest. But yeah, I wouldn't call this a tutorial dungeon in any way, shape, or form. I think it's more of just a constant difficulty curve going up, and accordance with most dungeons, it just gets harder and harder. In terms of puzzles anyway, I never found the combat all that difficult personally. She goes right through that without any sort of problem whatsoever. Hey, it is! Guess I am. I am Link, the hero of Twilight after all, so why the flid not? And just because she did it doesn't mean we can. We need to get these guys out of the way so we can move onwards for great justice. Hey. Shut up, I'm coming. Hold your horses. These designers were really proud of themselves when they made these doors. But this is definitely one of those enemies where the finishing blow is going to be super useful, like that. So take care to do that. And there is something down there that I want to get. Wow, that was awesome. Don't see that every day. But yeah, behind here is a few rupees. There are also heart pieces in this dungeon as well, but again, I'm not getting those. I would, normally though, because of how OCD I am about getting every little thing in Zelda games and stuff. But today's not quite the case. So, basic light the torch puzzle here. Not much worth writing home about, I guess. And I believe our destination lies about over here. It does not look like we can proceed forward just yet, because it looks like our little monkey boss friend just caused us some trouble. Monkey trouble, that is. But, yeah, gotta do something about that. Yeah, for reals. Probably should. But next time, my kiddies, we shall tackle the Forest Temple. Yeah, guys, thanks for stealing one of the dungeon names from Ocarina of Time. And I'll see you guys then.